Alrighty, what's going on guys? Welcome back to another Stormworks video. Today we're going to be building a large fishing net for the back of our crabbing boat. When we've done that, we'll then sport it in and take it out to the ocean to test everything and make sure that it's all working as it should. But anyway guys, as always, I hope you'll enjoy. Let's get started. Alrighty, so let's get stuck straight into it. So the first thing I want to start off with today is actually fixing up this rudder here at the back. So as you can see, it is absolutely tiny for the size of the boat and it doesn't really do much. So we're going to get rid of that one and replace it with a much bigger one if we can. So we're going to go boom, 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 boom. Get rid of a whole bunch of bits and bobs. Let's just fill that in like that. Somewhere to mount our new ones. Let's go control surface. Going to grab one of these ones. A small one I think should be enough. And we'll chuck it right there. I think that's probably a pretty good spot actually. Very nice. And then we just need to fill in the top just like that. Actually, underneath that radiator, yeah, water will leak in around that hinge there, won't it? Okay, so what we'll do, if we get rid of both of them, let's grab this one. If we just move it up one block like that, up out of the way, very good. We'll merge that back together and we'll just replace that with a little block on the top there. That should sort that problem. Now, I don't know if that one itself is going to be enough. So maybe what we could do is add a couple more on the sides here. What if we just break in here? We'll go rudder. Rudder, thanking you, one of these ones, and we'll just go on one side at a time. We want to keep the positive on the right. So if we go one little one there, so positives on the right, and then we'll chuck another one right there. That should solve that problem, hopefully. I guess we'll find out, because we're going to go for a bit of a test drive today, so that should be pretty cool. But yeah, that's all good for now. Next thing I want to do is actually get these fishing nets sorted. So let's go pivot. We're going to make a separate body. Let's just chuck that right there. That should be fine. And we need to do this on both sides. So do we need to do that again? Yeah, I think we do. Okay, my bad. Pivot, grab one of these ones again. Boom, grab a regular little block, chuck it there, and get rid of that one. There we go. So doing this on both sides now. Very good. All right, let's go like that. And actually, just before we start doing that, I think these little rope anchors down here, I might get rid of them and replace them with some little winches, actually. I think that's a good idea because I'll show you how they're going to work soon, actually. So next up, we're going to need a cable anchor. So one of these ones, and we'll chuck that right there. Very good. So they will connect to those winches. Okie dokie. Very good. So this will be the front of the little floaty for the top side of the net. So we're going to need a couple little wedges here. Let's grab a couple of these ones. Let's come around here. We'll go try and give it a bit of a rounded look if we can. Another one there, and we'll put one on the bottom. Boop. Very good. And then next up, we're going to grab a few little blocks. We'll drag it along to about here. And then let's just get a rough shape of how big this thing's going to be. Go something like that. That should be long enough. And then we'll have a little net anchor. One of these ones sitting in the end like that. I think that's actually pretty good. Actually, good stuff. All right, now let's grab a couple little wedges. Come along like this. Let's do the same on this side as well. Is that the right way? Yes, it is. Very good. To drag it up to there, and then it'll start angling in right there. Okay, good stuff. One other thing we could do is actually replace these blocks with some little wedges. That way have a little bit more air in here. So it should be a little more buoyant, actually. Very nice. And we're actually going to need some pyramids as well. So let's fill in these little corners. Boom, boom. And we've got another one up here, don't we? Boom, and boom. Very good. Okie dokie. Next up, let's grab a couple more of these along the top. And we'll just go to about there. And then we can fill it in the sides just like this. And this side as well. Boom. Okie dokie. Cool beans. All right, now. Going to need a few bigger ones on this side, come along like that, and one on the top. Why didn't that work? There we go, very nice. And then we're going to need to finish that off with a few 1x4s. Perfect, just like that, awesome. Now let's actually break into the top, and we're going to need to go back to net. I've got this that I used on our last fishing boat that we made a couple seasons ago, so I think I might just reuse that. We'll just chuck it right there, and I'll sort out the logic for that afterwards. And we'll just fill it in like nothing ever happened. Very good. So what we should probably do actually is connect those to there for now. Very good. And then that's the start of the net. So we're about to go and build the back of that now. Okie dokie. So down here at the back of the boat, we're actually going to make ourselves a little bit of room, and we're going to chuck a couple of winches in right here. So let's grab a few blocks for them to sit on. Something like that. Actually, you know what we'll do? Let's make that sit in one more, just like that. So basically, these winches at the back here, let's just chuck a couple of them right here. Should we put them there? Should we bring them further up? You know what? Maybe we should bring them further up, maybe to about here. Let's just do this again. Come along. Yeah, about there should be fine. And we'll turn that around and we'll chuck it there. So basically, these winches at the back here are going to be responsible for the bottom of the nets. They're going to be weighted to pull it all the way down, as far down as possible. And then these floaties here with the net anchors are going to attach to these top winches, and they're going to be responsible for holding the top of the net at the waterline. So hopefully it all works out as it should. But we'll keep on going for now. Let's just fill that in. That should be watertight. Very good. Alrighty, so we're going to have to make a separate physics body again. So we're going to grab one of these. Let's go cable. We'll just chuck one of those. Oh, where should we go? Actually, we'll just do a regular block for now and then get rid of that. So we should have the same on each side, which we do. Very good. Alrighty, so we're going to come forward to about, what, here maybe should be fine. Then we're going to grab a little cable, a cable anchor rather. Very good. And then what we'll do, I think we might go with some weight blocks. Chuck a couple of these on like that, just so it's fairly heavy and sinks down, hopefully good enough. And then what we'll do, we'll grab a net anchor, and we'll chuck that on the end right there. Very good. Alrighty, so maybe a couple more of these. Should we actually put a few more in? Boom, 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 boom. And then we'll just finish off with a couple of wedges. That should be right, hopefully. Come along like that. That should be... Okay, should we put some angles on here just to make it look a little bit better? Maybe we should. Good stuff. We'll go boom, and we'll go one there as well. That's okay. All right, so what we could probably do now is actually go to logic, and we'll connect up all of these. This will be for the net. Boom, and all the way up to there. So that should be it. Hopefully, we might have to make it a little bit bigger, but for now, we'll start with that and see how it goes. Alrighty, so the fun part, we've got to put a little helm or something in to be able to control this whole crane situation we've got going on here. So I'm thinking, just on the one side, I'm actually get rid of that. And we're going to build some sort of little thingy here so we can control it all. So maybe, let's put a helm in. That might be the best option. We'll chuck one of these. Oh, can we not put it there? We can go there. Okay, that's fine. That'll fit. That's okay. We still got room to walk around as well. So what we'll do, let's grab a few little blocks, go something like this. I don't really want it to look too boxy if we can avoid it, but I don't know, we'll see how we go. Let's grab a couple little wedges. Oh no, we won't be able to put anything there, will we? Okay, that's a little bit awkward. Can we come along like that? I don't know how I want this to look exactly. Something like this? I don't know. Is that strange? That is very strange. But that looks too boxy, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm not a fan of that at all, actually. I think we're going to get rid of those and put some wedges there and just get rid of them completely. I mean, it does look a little bit funny, but we sort of need some room for controls, that's all. Goodness me, we'll sort it out. That's okay. Alrighty, so this is basically going to control the A-frame crane up here and all the winches that we have all over the place. So what we'll do, let's sort this out right now. So basically the W and S can be the angling of these pivots right there. So this can be maybe A-frame tilt, and then we can have the A and the D for the slides themselves. That will be those tracks along there to actually bring it back and forth. I think that that'll be just fine. How many spots for controls have we got? So we got 2, 4, 6. Ooh, I don't know if that's going to be enough at all. See how we go. Alrighty, so as far as the helm goes, I've just gone ahead and sorted out a whole bunch of controls. So spacebar is going to release the fish into the hoppers. Buttons 1 and 2 are going to control the winches on the A-frame, so those two up there. Buttons 3 and 4 will do the rear winches, so those two right there. Need to go back to it. And buttons 5 and 6 will expand and shrink the net. So I think that's just about everything. The last little thing of controls we need is actually for these little winches right here. So I'm thinking we might just do those in the decks. We just put a couple of buttons here. We'll just go toggle. We'll just put a couple of those in. Or even push buttons, actually. Let's go push. That might be the right one. We go a couple of these ones. Boom and boom. So this will be just, we'll just go in and out. Something nice and simple. And out. There we go. Good stuff. So I might just quickly connect those together now. So in goes to up and out goes to down. And we'll just jump over here and do the exact same thing. We need to label these two though, don't we? There we go. So we got in and out, and we'll just quickly connect those together. So we got in is up and out is down. And the last thing I want to quickly do before we go ahead and sort out all the logic and the paint is actually add a dial on here. I don't know whereabouts it's going to go though, that's all. Maybe what we could do, we have a little thing in the middle here. We'll just break apart just in there. Should be fine. We'll get rid of those as well. Just like a little thing that can hold a little dial to make it look a little bit better. Let's come along like that. And maybe we could just fill it in with a few little blocks like so. And we'll chuck a dial right there. Let's go dial. We'll just grab one of these and we'll chuck it right there. If we ever need to add any controls, we've got a little bit of room to do that too. Very good. And we'll just, I don't know if it reads just off the one or all of them combined. I guess we'll find out. That's fine. And we'll just change this to fill level. And there we go. And I'll just change that to 1 and 100. Doesn't really matter. Alrighty, so now that that's all done, I'm going to go ahead and give everything a quick lick of paint. So I've got a fair bit to fix up here, but that's okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and sort out all the logic. So I'll do that, and I'll be back in just a moment. Alrighty, so everything should be all sorted. We've got our rudders connected, everything's painted. We've actually got a net hanging off the back there, so that's actually pretty cool. Let's see if we can make a big old jump onto the deck from here. Please, please. Oh, awesome. Very good. Okie dokie. We've got a little dial hooked up there, which says nothing in it. So if I put something in there, that, yeah, does work. Okay, I might just leave him in there. Why not? All right, so what I want to test first is this A-frame. So let's jump in here, and we're going to push W, brings it back. Okay, S brings it forward. Very cool. Alrighty, and then we're going to go A. There we go. So that makes them slide. We can bring them all the way up. It will hit those, though. That's okay. And then D brings them all the way back. Okay, cool. So what we might do, let's actually test out, make sure these winches work and everything before we head out into the ocean. Let's come all the way down. We're actually going to connect these up to those winches up there. So we're going to go like this. Boom and boom. Just like that. Very cool. And then we're going to go boom and boom. Just like that. Okie dokie. So let's put this thing back up and make sure that those winches work. Let's come all the way up. And button number 1 should bring them in. which it does. Very cool. There's our net. Awesome. Okay, and then the deck winches is number 3 to bring them back in. Okay, let's actually contract the net first, or shrink it rather. Let's push number 6. And there we go. There's our little connectors at the bottom there. And there we go. We've got a tiny little net at the back. Okay, so that all seems to work really well. So number 4, release. 3, bring them in. That's probably a little bit too fast moving, but that's okay. We can sort that out. They work as well. Okay, this is really cool. So what we might do, let's actually head out on the ocean, and we're going to give that a bit of a test and see how big we can get it to go. So let's open up our door, jump up here, and let's get this engine started. A bit of air, please. Okay, what's the temperature at the moment? Minus 1.8. Fair enough, man. Right, ignite, please. Alrighty, that's hopefully going to pick up real quick. There we go. Okay, should we just start driving away? We should be right to. Shouldn't use too much power, surely. Let's just, let's get full throttle, why not? Okay, all good. Let's jump on our helm here, make sure our rudders work before we go too far. Alright, geez, we're tipping into the corner for some reason. That's okay. And then we're going to go left as well. Okay, yeah, seems to work. That's fine. Alright, let's actually head out into the deeper ocean. That way we can actually see if the net's going to be big enough. Alright, something like that should be fine. That shouldn't take too long to heat up. We're nearly at 100 now. Okay, give it just a sec. Yep, so the generators start to kick in. Very good. All right, I might drop that temperature to 75 on the throttle. Yeah, that's fine. As long as it hovers over 100, that's okay. Alrighty, good stuff. The battery's going up. We should be all good to go. So let's go and play with this thing a little bit. Let's just jump down here. Boop. Just like that. Very cool. We are leaning to the left ever so slightly, but that's okay. Very cool. All right, a lot of smoke come from that, isn't there? Far out, man. All right, so let's actually give this a go. So let's, is that all the way out where it needs to be? Just there. Okie dokie. Like that. Let's push S to make it stand up just like so. All right, so what we might do, can we drop down those ones, and we need to do those ones at the same time, don't we? All right, out it goes, and we should probably expand the net to number 5. There we go, getting bigger. That's better. Alrighty, so deck winches out to number 4. Let's drop them down to the, or not the bottom, but just a little bit. Something like that should be fine. Let's keep on holding extend until that gets as big as possible. Oh, there it is. Okay, okay, that should be a fairly big net, hopefully. Might just angle that down a little bit more, and then we're going to go number 2. Let's let them out to kind of go a bit wider. There we go, nice. Okay, we probably don't need full throttle. I'm actually going to turn that down a little bit. I think we're going a little bit too fast. Let's hit it all the way upstairs. I don't want to go too far away because we're only in a testing phase as well. I don't fully trust it yet. Let's go 38%. That should be okay. Very good. Oh, look how wide they spread out. Awesome. Okay, cool. Good stuff. All right, so what we'll do, let's go in photo mode so we can actually see what it's doing. Let's go down here and have a look. Oh, look at that. That is perfect. Awesome. Okay. Nice. Should we let out the top winches a little bit more, or is that? That's actually pretty good, isn't it? Hopefully you guys can see that. It's pretty dark, but it is working, so that's actually really good. Let's, if we let them out more, number 2, will they go wider? Or are they just going to go further back? Don't know. I might let out the ones on the bottom too. Let's go number 4. Okay, so that's just pulling it under now. We don't want to do that. We want to get them above the water if we can. All right, I think that's the maximum. Let's go have a look one more time. Head all the way down here. Yeah, that's actually pretty good size. Maybe I would like it a little bit bigger, but it's not really a fishing boat as such. It's more of a crab boat. This is kind of just what we do on the side. That's okay. That's cool. I mean, it works. So that's the main thing on the first attempts. That's all good. Can that go further back? There we go. Alrighty, nice. So now we'll practice bringing it in. Or should we turn around first and then we'll bring it in? Try and up our chances of actually catching some fish. I don't know where we are exactly. So let's just try and turn around exactly where we are. Let's come around this way. Have absolutely no idea where we are. Let's go a little bit faster. What's that little island there? No idea. Hopefully we don't get lost. We don't have a map in here or anything. Yeah, that's okay. Probably not wise to come all the way out here if no map, but that's okay. I actually can't see the shore either though, so that could be a problem. Alright, I feel like I've turned around completely, so we might try and keep it in this direction. What I might do... Oh, that's that line went past. I might just sleep and see if the next day is a little bit better for us. I think that's a good idea, because, yeah, I really should have put a map on here, but that's okay. We're all good. Oh, we can see now. Oh, yeah, we're heading straight back. Okay, awesome. That's okay. Not an issue at all. Let's just throttle down a little bit more. Let's go 26. That's okay. We sort of want to stay out here a little bit if we can. So the nets... All good. I might go up to a little bit faster, actually. Let's come in, just go a little bit faster, 40%. That's okay, so they should come back to the surface. There we go. All right, good stuff. So let's get this thing reeled back in and see if we've actually caught any fish. So, number 1 to bring the A-frame winch in, and number 4 for the deck winches. There we go. Okay, it's coming real quick. Oh, good. Come on. There we go. I might angle that out a little bit too, so it stays out over there. Very good. All right, and the little winches, the big winches are still coming in. Okay, I can hear them working. I can't see anything happening as such. Should we go out and have a little look? Oh, am I pushing the right one? No, number 4 is to bring them out. Number 3 we need to do. Oh, goodness me, man. Right, is this moving by itself? I feel like it is. I'm just going to hold number 3 for a bit. Hopefully they're not too far away. They're still coming in. There we go. Seen something over there. Okay, I think they're in. So let's actually contract the net or shrink it with number 6. There we go. Something's happening over there. Good stuff. Let's come up a little bit higher so we can see what's going on. Where are those bottom weights? Hopefully they're coming up shortly. Okay, we're getting close. There's a couple of fish. There's one. And where is the other one? There it is. Good stuff. Oh, we've got a few fish, actually. Awesome. Look at that. I might actually stop the boat because I don't really want to crash while we're doing this. It's a bit of a hassle to run up and down these stairs all the time. That's okay. We're all good. It's a lovely day, though, isn't it? Look at that. You can see real far. All right, let's just stop right there. I will just leave the engine running, I suppose. I'll just go a little bit higher. That's okay. All right, good stuff. Now, let's see if we can actually get those in the hoppers at the back. So we know the crab pots work. We need to test these now. So what we'll do, let's let out those deck winches a little bit. Let's come back like this, and we're going to drag it all the way back and fan it out over this. Something like that. We'll just go number 5. Make that a little bigger, just like that. Perfect. Alrighty, so if we hit spacebar, that should release all the fish. There we go. Look at that. Awesome. It works. Okay, so we've got 8 in here now, and that is reading 8. Okay, so it looks like it takes a value off all of them combined, so that's actually really good. So I don't know how much exactly this is going to hold, but that's okay. All right, let's grab our first little fish that we caught. That is awesome. Very happy with that. Let's just chuck it back in there for now. Okay, so that seems to work really well. Actually, I'm pretty happy with that. So for pack up, what we'll do, let's just put this all back and it'll get used to these controls. Let's come all the way back up to here. Let's just make that, how small should we go? Maybe like that should be just fine, actually. What we'll do, let's just angle this down like that, I suppose. I want to connect up these winches back down to the little ones down here. I think it's a good way of packing it up. So let's go like this. And we'll connect it up to there, okie dokie. And then I suppose we'll just go in like that. Is that gonna, no, not cause too many problems, hopefully. And then let's go and do the same with this side. We go boom, all the way over to there. And let's bring that one in as well. Or actually, should we have them sitting in there? I suppose it doesn't really matter, does it? Let's just come in a little bit, just like that. That's fine. Yep, there we go. A little messy, actually, isn't it? I might just let that one out a little bit, just so there's not too much tension on it. Oh dear, I think I've mucked it up a little bit. Number 5, make it a little bit bigger, a little bit less tension. Doesn't really matter, does it? And then we'll just stand that back up like this. Okie dokie, pretty cool. The only other thing I'd like to really change is make this move a little bit faster and those big winches there a little bit slower. But other than that, that is not a problem at all. Let's get this thing back to the base anyway. We're not too far away. We can't take it back here. We're a little bit too far. That's okay. Let's jump up here all the way. We'll shut that door. Very cool. So it all works though. So that's the main thing. Right, full throttle, please. There we go. Awesome. Let's have a little look at our turning circles. So if we go full right, we lean into the corner for some strange reason, and it's turning pretty quickly, actually. That's actually really good. Good stuff. Okie dokie, let's just come back down this way back to our dock. I'm interested to see how fast this thing moves as well. We'll have to put a speedo in and whatnot next video, see how fast we can get it to go. We can always play with the ratios too, because I feel like it is pretty slow, but then again, it doesn't need to be fast. But that's okay. Generator's putting out heaps. Temperature's all good. Everything's fine. We just need to get this thing back. Can we return it yet? No, we can't. That's okay. Let's go and have a little look at what we've done today. Very cool. I'm pretty happy with it. If any of you guys have any suggestions, then obviously feel free to let me know down below. But I think it's working pretty well, though, so far. So far, so good anyway. And these all seem to work pretty well as well. So that's all good. Alrighty, here we are. We're just about here. Let's come around that way. Should be all good. Should want to take it back any second now. Alright, here we come. Let's just get ready to stop in just a second. One thing we should have done is actually take our dog with us for a little drive, but that's okay. And we'll stop right here. Very cool. Let's not smack into that too hard if we can avoid it. That wouldn't be good. I don't really want to sink it yet. But anyway, guys, that's probably going to do us for today. Like I said before, if any of you have any suggestions to make this a little bit better, then feel free to let me know down below. But next episode, what I think we're going to do is actually get inside here sorted. We've got a fair bit of work to do still. We've got anchors to chuck on. We're going to do something at the front of this instead of just waste the area here as well, but we'll sort that out. But yeah, a bit of interior work next episode, so I hope you guys are all excited for that. But for now, I'd like to say thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you all in the next one.